Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding by... Hey, figure out how to speak here. We're gonna do a daily challenge. Europa's in 30th. That's, you know, the best performance I've ever had in my whole life, so that's gonna be hard to match. A 45,000 point score, though, is very indicative of what happened. That is basically like damage penalty minus for using the self-sacrifice room, and then all the bonus points for fighting Mega Satan and teleporting. So this looks like you probably teleport on like on Shoal maybe? Because it seems like you probably fought the Hush there too. Anyway, you know, this is all conjecture, but 45,000 is a score that only happens if you fight Mega Satan, I think. Or you get like an incredible swag bonus. So obviously, we are Samson here. I wanted to open the episode with like a, you know, WWE style promo. It's still the WWF to me, damn it. I remember where I was in like 2002 when the name got changed, and I was like, hold up. WWE? That's never gonna catch on. World Wildlife Federation be damned, but not actually be damned because they probably do some great work. But for whatever reason, my throat's just not feeling up to it right now. But I'm excited to report, for those of you following every, like, completely mundane detail of my life, I got my first full night of sleep since coming back from Japan, so I'm feeling pretty good. It wasn't the hours I normally like to keep. It was like 4 a.m. to 11 a.m., basically. But I didn't wake up in the middle of the night and then stay up. Wait, was this like an accidental System of a Down song? Wake up. Can't fall asleep, so I just stay up. My brain thinks it's 16 hours later. Watch it, had the keys up on the table. I was trying to remember how Chop Suey actually goes. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Oh, the door's not open because, oh, it's the other side. All right, well, we might as well kill these guys then, even though it's going to take us a little extra time. I figured we don't take Eve's Mascara. I could be persuaded on this floor to change my opinion on Eve's Mascara, but it's going to require, like, some pretty substantial improvements. Ooh, wow, if I hadn't done that moon card, I never would have seen this tinted rock up here. 2 spirit arts, good. Yeah, so, you know, I'm slowly adjusting to the fact that, it's not, like, well, I'm recording this at, like, noon. I'm adjusting to the fact that it's not actually, like, 4 a.m. Japanese time, and I think I've finally got it down. Truth be told, as far as jet lag goes, this is pretty good. Just, it's Friday. I got back on Monday. A few days to get back on a relatively normal schedule is fairly standard, I'd say. At least I'm, you know, count yourselves lucky that I'm not at a job where, like, people's physical health depends on me. Like, thank God I'm not, like, a surgeon or something. Or, like, a truck driver. And I'd just be on the road and be like, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm dead. Because I would fall asleep, you know. It makes you feel awake when you shouldn't be awake and tired when you shouldn't be tired. There are some positives to jet lag, though, at least for me personally. Jet lag makes me, like, really, really hungry. I'm hungry, like, all the time when I'm jet lagged. And it's glorious, because I love to eat. Who doesn't, right? But now I also have an excuse. Most of the time, you know, oh, this is bad. You gotta have an excuse to eat a lot of the time. I mean, mostly the excuse for me comes down to, like, I'm bored and I'd like to experience some flavors. But when I'm jet lagged and hungry, it's like my brain needs to eat 4 or 5 meals a day, because it's like, hey, it's like Canadian breakfast time. Now it's Japanese dinner time. Now it's Canadian lunch. Now it's Canadian dinner. Now it's Japanese breakfast time. Like, it's getting... You got a great excuse for it, but that period is about to run out. What do you think about this one? I think we should reroll stem cells. Yeah, okay, Unicorn Stump is a really, really great item if we can get the necessary prerequisites to make it work. I'm willing to take the gamble that Unicorn Stump is going to be better for us than 1 extra HP when we already have 4. I think that that's fairly likely to work out. So what am I looking for from our deal with the devil here? Basically, Sack Dagger would be incredible. The world is not really that useful until we come across a bomb, at the very least, so we can, you know, actually have a secret room that gets accessed by this. To be fair, though, the Unicorn Stump is probably not anything seam-related on this run. We'd be more looking for IV Bag, which means that I probably should have found a way to get 5 cents on the last floor, but I don't actually know if that was plausible. Like, I don't know if there was any money on the last floor. Maybe if we blew up some pots instead of blowing up the Tinted Rock, but I do like having the Spirit Hearts. What we could really use here, as much as I'd love Sack Dagger and it would make the rest of the game incredibly easy for us, probably, what would be awesome is just to get Tears upgrades, damage upgrades, anything that improves our DPS. We don't have that as Samson right now, and we don't have IV Bag, so there's no way to get it easily. Steven is like, it's a pretty ramshackle choice, but KB and Conception, of course, is good. If you can, it synergizes well with the IV Bag strat, let's put it that way. And yes, Brimstone also apparently not so bad. I think this item might be okay. I think there's a chance that in the future, Brimstone might become one of those items that people actually like a great deal. I'm just throwing it out there as a hunch. Okay. Ooh yeah, brother! Gonna come down with the fiery Brimstone. That's gonna tear my throat up completely. How do those guys do that night after night, man? This is my normal voice, and when I make it like a little bit more gravelly, I'm like, we're running on borrowed time for the rest of the day. Alright, easy boss trap room. We are probably going to be a little slower leaving here than I'd like for boss rush purposes, but that's completely fine because Brimstone is going to like incredibly speed us up for the future. So I'm not very concerned about that. Now the Yarrow Rune is exquisite. You can argue pretty easily that I shouldn't have done this, but I did it to not take damage. And I would do it again, I think. The Yarrow Rune, what I was going to say is that it also incentivizes getting rid of Unicorn Stump in order to pick up, I don't think we're going to go in there. In order to pick up, blank card, if possible. So, in a way, I kind of feel like maybe we should have gone even a little harder on the rerolls. But it's really hard for me to pass up Unicorn Stump for a variety of reasons. One being that it's a lot of fun, one being that it can be just an absurdly powerful game winner. So I think we're going to ignore it, ignore the creeping sense of existential dread that I have for holding on to Unicorn Stump right now, and instead we're just going to move on. And I guess, you know, I really shouldn't be sweating it. This is like, it's like a billionaire sweating like, oh, I might have to pay a couple $100,000 on my tax returns this year. Like, this is a great run where we have okay HP, a great spacebar item, a great consumable in the form of Yara here, tons of other consumables, like doing okay on money and really good on keys, which allows us to open this up and, you know, just spread the love a little bit there. And I'm like, oh, but are we holding the right amazing spacebar item? Like, just having the quandary of my spacebar item's great, but I don't know if it's the greatest is like a very positive position to be in. Now, I really shouldn't have taken damage there, but life goes on. I am holding out hope that maybe there is a blank card Yara kind of, oh, we should totally open that up. We have Unicorn Stump. Maybe there is a blank card Yara synergy on this run because Europa's score was so high. Oh my god, 2 Spirit Hearts in there. Because Europa's score was so high, it makes me think that it should be conceivable, at least, that synergy exists. So we're going to make an effort to go to our shops here and see if we can swing it. Champion Belt. It's an interesting situation, because I would like to get Champion Belt. I think it's a great item. But blank card could show up, and this might preclude us from having enough money to get blank card. But beyond that, it might preclude us from... Oh, no. Look, I took soy milk on the last daily, but it's not even like a... I did my time yesterday, so I don't have to do my time today. It's actually just that Brimstone and soy milk do not work well together. So last time, we took... soy milk instead of Brimstone. This time we're taking Brimstone instead of soy milk, just because of the order that they showed up. So, that's not even like a Northernlion's a pussy moment. In the last, like, 3 days, every run that I've recorded has had soy milk show up, except, like, one of them. And that's not an exaggeration. I'd tell you if it was an exaggeration. That is, like, the literal math of the situation. Okay, High Priestess worked out nicely. Latchkey I guess I like having the luck upgrades. Why wouldn't I, right? But what I was going to say is that before I got distracted there, which does happen from time to time, it's that was real bad. it might make it impossible for us to get an arcade on the next floor, which is another reason that maybe I'll just not spend any money in the shop on this floor, and we'll wait till the next floor, because I could take advantage of it by getting an arcade and possibly being able to buy an item in our future shop. But Champion Belt is, like, really good. So if I get, well, it's pretty good at least. If I get 5 cents from our secret room, which we did not, then I probably could have been convinced to pick it up and at least give us a chance at an arcade, which we could really use with Unicorn Stump to get a lot of value out of. Well, speaking of which, there's no reason I should be taking so much damage, because anytime I'm in danger, I should just use Unicorn Stump, but no major problems on this run so far, except taking a few hits I probably should not have. Let's not worry about our bomb situation here. Oh my god, we actually got enough money to do what I wanted to do. So we are going to go back and get Unicorn Stump. It is taking a little bit of extra time on this floor. I consider that fairly irrelevant as long as we can get the boss rush. And if we can get the boss rush, we got Brimstone. It seems like there's a chance Guppy might exist on this run. I feel like we'll get through boss rush fast enough to have a good chance to beat Hush, and then get enough HP to do the self-sacrifice room. This really strikes me as a daily that could be like 45 minutes long. And by the way, I hear you. There are people who are like, dailies, you're doing them too often now. Maybe a daily every other day. I have to, with all due respect, say that it interrupts my workflow to such an extent. I'm gonna have to keep like a fucking Excel spreadsheet here and be like, okay, well, I did a daily yesterday, so we're not gonna do a daily today. Now it's time for a greed run, blah, blah, blah. I know it's only 4 things working in cycle, but then there's an added condition kind of thrown in. It's like its own version of a Sudoku puzzle. Because if you've got a daily recorded, the daily's got to go up. Ooh, Ace of Spades is okay. The daily's got to go up ASAP. Otherwise, it's irrelevant by the time it actually goes up, which is fair. By the way, don't take this as complaining. Just take this as an explanation for why, for the future, it's probably going to be random / Eden runs, the occasional greed mode run, and the daily run. There's some people that just hate dailies above all else. There's some people that only watch dailies. I know you're looking in the comments, people are probably like, well, I hate dailies. If you're looking in the comments on a daily, people are like, I hate dailies. If you're looking in the comments on a non-daily, people are like, where are the dailies? You know, it's just the way the situation, you know, works. Some people like Jefferson Airplane. A couple of people like Jefferson Starship, you know? I'm trying to be all things to all people right now, and honestly, I think it's working out relatively well, but that's just the way it's gonna be for the near future here. And I think, honestly, it's pretty okay. I like the dailies for a slice of life semblance of min-maxing in Isaac. I'm not the best min-maxy Isaac player, but, you know, as the sample size starts getting smaller every week, because less and less people are playing the dailies, it's easier for me to rank well, it seems, and that's great for me, because it makes me feel like I'm doing something with my life. But also, I'm trying to be a little bit zanier on these as well, and not just exclusively be like, boss rush, a seam, you know? And I'm hoping that that's coming across here. But at the same time, you know, commentary is just coming off the cuff, so you know, as much as I do my best to, yeah, we'll take it. As much as I do my best to, like, promote variety, you know, sometimes you finish the episode and you're like, I just talked for 45 minutes about chicken fingers versus fish sticks. And sometimes you finish it and you're like, I didn't go off on a tangent at all. You know, it's kind of hard to force it. It's got to be, oh, that was bad. It's got to be, natural. Spontaneous, I guess. Because it's not really natural to talk for 45 minutes about chicken fingers versus fish sticks. Again, there's no reason we should be taking this much damage. Well, it's not natural for most people to talk about that, but I actually, after bringing that up as a hypothetical, I just thought to myself that I've got a lot to say on the chicken fingers versus fish sticks issue. And first off, yeah, I know, hey, Kanye, you like fish sticks? What are you, a gay fish? I get, okay, look, I was like 20 when that South Park episode came out. I was of the right age to experience it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it being incessantly quoted anytime you try to talk about a fried fish product is just like, hey, it's a little over the top. We don't need to be reminded of it at all times. Regardless of that, though, it was a pretty good episode. But I think that the fish stick industry, man, and I did say fish stick industry there, has a real marketing problem. When was the if you're an adult, if you're over the age of 18, and this is not to insult the people who aren't, but you know, when you're younger, I think you have more of a chance to eat fish sticks. He says, making a very large effort to enunciate. You think this is our secret room right here? Maybe not. Let's check our double key room then. It is a couple of chests. I don't think that I have had fish sticks since I was probably 19. That's almost a full fucking decade ago, which is scary enough for me in its own right. Okay, we've already been to our shop on this floor. You know what? We're actually a little bit behind schedule, which scares the shit out of me. Let's go a little faster here. But, I don't think I've had fish sticks since I was fucking 19, man. That's ridiculous. When was the last time I had chicken fingers? Look, I unabashedly am a fried chicken finger food product kind of guy. I don't think I've had chicken strips probably in like a year, but I will order chicken strips at a restaurant and not feel like bad about it. I'm not talking about like a nice restaurant, like I'm not going to the Olive Garden and getting chicken strips. That was a joke. I've never actually eaten at an Olive Garden. Let's take it and go in. We don't have to worry too much about our HP here. Sure, Goathead's fine. Even better than fine. Goathead's fantastic. But what I'm trying to get at here is that fish sticks have a reputation for being a kid food. It's like you eat fish sticks when you're young, and then you graduate to like a nice fried tilapia or something like that when you become an adult and people start judging you by what you eat. To some extent. Hey, don't kill the messenger. That's just the truth of the situation sometimes. We're gonna, by the way, try to go a little faster on this floor. Someone needs to come out with some like artisan-ass fish sticks. Not to hipster it up necessarily, but just to give it some clout from like a mature food perspective. You know, you could go to like a gastropub or something like that, and they'll be like, ooh, cornflake crushed buttermilk fried chicken strips. I'll have those. And, you know, because we're at a gastropub, which is basically like an adult's version of Chuck E. Cheese, then it's all good to go. But you never go to a restaurant as an adult, and they're like, check out our artisan fish sticks with a, you know, homemade tartar sauce. Just doesn't exist. The fish stick industry has a real problem. That was an idiotic move. The fish stick industry has a real problem marketing itself to people who are like over the age of 13. For me, if I'm eating fish sticks, what it says to me is that I'm like an adolescent who probably shouldn't be using the oven. Not because, you know, adolescents should be allowed to use the oven, but because me as an adolescent shouldn't be allowed to use the oven. Yeah, I took Ghost, baby. You got a freaking problem? We're not gonna leave just yet because blank card Yarrow is so valuable, but I kind of want to leave, but we're not gonna. 16 minutes is about where I'd like to be. 16:30 we can maybe make work, but it says that, you know, mom's at work, and I've got a day off from school, and I'm like old enough to be left at home alone, but not old enough to be really trusted, you know, making a consomme or something like that. So you just throw the fish sticks in the toaster oven, and then, you know, put the French fries in the toaster oven, and you'll be good to go. It fucking is blank card. I told you, man. Blank card Yarrow had to exist. Okay, so this is like free consumables for us. We're not gonna use them too much right here. This is an interesting room. We're not gonna use them too much right here. Definitely should have blank card Yarrow that though. Where they at though? Where they at? I still only know that song from that viral video of the news anchor dancing to it. Is pretty good though. Okay, blank card Yarrow, blank card Yarrow. What's our secret now? Well, if there's any other consumable in that room, we get unlimited consumables. Unfortunately, on a daily, we can't really go for maximum absurdity with this amount of time left. There's very limited amount of time left. Loki's Horns Brimstone is acceptable. Kind of a snap judgment there, but it's not horrible. It at least looks cool. This room's going to take longer than I'd like. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be responding to this fish sticks discussion, and there's going to be a couple of... Because I've already had this argument, not argument, but discussion on Kate's stream one time. They say, well, what about fish and chips? There's nothing wrong with fish and chips at all. Fish and chips are a different thing, though. That's like saying, you know, KFC and chicken strips are the same thing. Even though KFC serves chicken strips, fried chicken and chicken strips are different things altogether. So yeah, fish and chips, you kind of graduate to that, I guess, as you get older. But also kids eat fish and chips, of course, as well. But I think, you know, there's a market out there that's untapped right now for some Mr. Gordon's Fisherman, you know, fish sticks that is just not being reached right now. When was the last time you heard someone talking about fish sticks? We gotta remarket these. Because they're just not doing it right now. They can't be trusted to market themselves, apparently. I don't know how we do it, honestly. I think, you know, you gotta do for fish sticks what Dijonnaise did for sweet potato fries, you know, or an aioli or something like that. Okay, we did find our boss fight here. I think you start with the dipping sauce and you move out. You get like a nice, you know, lemon-tinged hummus or something like that. I'm just spitballing here. It doesn't have to be hummus. And then people go, oh, this is a great dipping sauce. You know what this would be great with? Fish sticks. And that's when you look up like Jack Nicholson in Anger Management and you go, yeah. Little do you know, I bought the fish stick manufacturer 6 months ago with this exact outcome in mind. Absolutely will take chaos. I understand your concerns here. You're going to be looking at this and saying, NL, you can get unlimited consumables. This is not false. Infested is pretty good, but I don't really want to do this forever because I do worry that I'll get trapped. So instead, I'm just going to use all the 2 of spades to get as high as we can go there. And then, card is the moon. Okay. What? I blank card mooned. Okay, that is not bad. It's not bad. But we should get out here and fight Mom now. And we did get a nice little swag bonus there. We're not going to get to 99 bombs, but I'm operating under the assumption it should be pretty easy for us to get to 99 bombs in the future. Let's go. In fact, I would be more comfortable if we actually left a couple of seconds earlier. But we should still be able to beat Mom pretty easily here. We got Goat Head, then we just rush into that boss rush room. I think that was a good compromise. It's going to be a little close, though, depending on which Mom we're fighting. Regular Mom, we should be able to take out. We should stand in the middle whenever we get Loki's horns good to go. The rate of fire is just a little too slow there. Can't afford to make too many more mistakes like that. Now, we have not fought Krampus. So I actually think we ignore the deal with the devil. Holy Christ. Ha ha! Take the Polaroid. I think we ignore the deal with the devil until we come in here and get what we want. Mom's key is okay. Head of the Keeper's pretty good. We might take the body, though. Yeah, out of all these... Although we could get the ability to fly with this. But the body's good HP. And also your body's a wonderland. Sure, let's go with this. We are still under the clock, by the way, or on the clock. Because our damage with Brimstone is not really incredible, as much as I hate to say it. And we do need to get out of here in enough time that we can still do the Hush fight. At least if we wanna keep pace with Europa here. Now we should wait for some consumables and then take advantage of said consumables with I was gonna say Europa. No, Europa. Only the spirit of Europa is with us right now. Help. We need to try to get like some extra points out of this if possible, as much as that, you know, is distracting me from my earlier fish sticks tangent. Being able to double consumables is important, but doubling those red hearts doesn't matter, so if we could double some spirit hearts, that'd be pretty sweet to keep us in a good position HP-wise. It's not going to be great to take 90 seconds for every 2 waves. It's going to completely fuck us out of doing the Hush fight. Mind you, we'll be able to make up a decent kind of point spread if we do find the ability to blank card Yarrow some consumables, but this one only took like 15 seconds. That's a little bit more realistic, and usually Fistula is not so bad. Little Steven or regular size Steven is not horrible for this either. Where's the last part? There it is. These guys are pretty good as well. That did take me like 15 seconds though. Why are we getting so many hearts? Also, when did I pick up Golden Horseshoe? Hold up. Was this oh! Was this all during the fish sticks tangent? I don't remember. This is going to allow us to get an awful lot of golden hearts, which are a weird consumable to double, but could be worse, I guess. I think if we get out of here by 27 minutes and we really bust ass, we might have a chance to get in the Hush fight. You may disagree with me on the fish stick thing as well. I mean, not all foods that kids enjoy are also maybe suitable for adults. I might be underthinking things a little bit, to be honest with you. But I don't understand, like, why are fish sticks a food predominantly considered for adolescents, you know? At least in North America they are. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, chicken fingers are... I guess chicken fingers are considered a little bit of a kid's food. There are people... I see you during the stream, shaking that ass. But they say, like, oh, you're getting chicken McNuggets at McDonald's? What are you, like, 10 years old? And, yeah, you gotta get a beef sandwich, man. You gotta get the large Mac. I'm actually fairly skeptical that we're gonna get out of this in time to do the Hush fight. Which is pretty funny considering we have Brimstone. You know what? Truth be told, maybe it's in our best interest to just get hit. Get that bloody lust bonus as high as possible. Because I've been trying to avoid damage, but maybe I shouldn't be avoiding damage. Maybe I should be gunning for it. Alright, I popped the cherry on that one a little too early. If I'm gonna phrase it in the grossest way possible. I popped the top and can't stop now on the golden hearts. Well, there's still some left. We could still double those. What did I say? 27 minutes? I mean, when I said 27 minutes, in my head I was like, we'll be out by 26, right? But I'm starting to get a little skeptical of that too. Where they at though? Okay, pop up any second now. I was gonna say, do I keep getting this guy stuck on that rock? But again, every hit we take is gonna make it probably, it's gonna shave like maybe 5 or 10 seconds off. Thanks to the bloody lust bonus here. Mega Maw's no big deal. Yeah, dude, hit me. See if I give 2 Fs of a lamb's tail. That should be enough to start taking those golden hearts then. Yeah, we got actually plenty in reserve as well. I do wish that they gave us a little... Oh, we got Dark Bum from Cambion Conception! I think this is the first time I've ever been fully stacked as far as golden hearts go. This is looking a little bit ridiculous. You know what? Keep doubling this shit up. Because you know that this is Dark Bum's time to shine now. Look at how many red hearts this motherfucker's gonna have. He's gonna spend his whole life picking this shit up. That's beautiful. And then if we just rush, we should be able to get him to drop some spirit hearts on the next floor so we don't have to wait around and pick them up individually. Let's just get all of the money here. Oh, we're already done. And we got to Sepulture? Is that what that's called? A sensor, whatever. Okay, Dark Bum is gonna drop a bunch of shit for us right now. And we do have... Alright, we stacked, dog. Thanks. I appreciate it. We have Telepathy for Dummies. We can't take it, unfortunately. Could blank card Yarrow those black hearts, but look at this is he still dropping them? He's still dropping spiders here. Alright, we need to go... We got out about a minute and a half before I expected to be free. Dude, he was still dropping them as of that moment. Oh, he's still going, actually. Never mind. I mean, again, whenever he drops a black card, I guess we should Yarrow and double it, but... Dude, this daily is actually hilarious. I know that there are people who are anti-daily. He's still going! I understand it, but sometimes you get a daily like this and it just makes the whole thing worthwhile. Is he still going? Oh my god, he never ends, man. Oh, let's not take 2 hits on here. That might be a little tough to stomach. Where did these guys come from? Excuse me? I know they came from me hitting the button, but... Where they at, though? I would like to go slightly faster than this. Is he done? He's done, I think. Okay. I would like to go slightly faster than this. You know, I don't really want to be on the next floor at 28 minutes. That's not how I choose to live my life for the most part. Again, we should be doubling this. I'll just tell you straight up that that is the right way to handle things. But What mama don't know won't hurt her, right? I was gonna say that's always been my perspective. That's never really been my perspective. I try to, for the most part, act in a way that my mom would be relatively proud of, I guess. NL, would your mom be proud of you having a 30-minute discussion on the merits of fish sticks? Would my mom be proud of me following my dreams and to a certain extent achieving them? I would like to think that she would if she truly loves me. Yes, absolutely. Damn, I wish I was your mother. I'd cook you all the fish sticks for lunch. Occasionally force you to go to brunch with your aunts. That does... Maybe Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover by Sophie B. Hawkins has run its course now. But maybe not, though. Okay, Hush is gonna be a fucking nightmare, dog. We are banking on, like, incredibly high damage upgrades from our boss, or from our deal with the devil. Which is plausible. Because we have chaos, but it's also plausible that we get, like, jack shit. Our deal with the devil is effectively mostly meaningless at this point. Like, yeah, I don't really care about Satanic Bible. Alright, so we're just gunning for this right now. 6 brothers running this. Buffalo Soldier, look, it's like I told you. Any damsel that's in distress, be out of that dress when she meets Jim West. Roughneck, so go check. We want to abide. The law and abide. There you go. Watch your step, don't flex or get a hole in your side. Swallow your pride. Don't let your lip react. You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. With Artemis from the start of this run of the game, James West, Tame in the West, so remember the name. Now, who are you going to call? And then in chat, you go, not the GBs. Who are you going to call? JAAG. I don't care. I'm taking the damage there. We're tight enough on time that I have to make some sacrifices here. I have to make my sacrifice by Creed from their 2001 album, Weathered. Okay, but be good. This is a little scary. Yeah, I knew there would be a pin here. I think I should fight the pin. And my reasoning was I didn't want to have to come back through this room in case we did it wrong. Okay, well, kill them all. We're almost done. One more. Okay, good. This may not be the right way. This is not the right way, so that's bomb territory. Keep in mind, we also have to beat Mom's heart in this length of time. Let's put it this way. I don't think I could have made this in 27 minutes. Doesn't matter, we can't stop. I know that probably not a great idea to walk over the fucking spikes, but I can't stop. There's literally no chance for us to stop and still make it here. I think we're fucked. We should probably not be able to kill Mom's heart in 4 seconds. So, that's a real bummer, man. But there may still be a sacrifice room on Shoal. I know what you're thinking. Now you're gonna die, you dummy. You took so much damage. I don't think we're gonna die. I'm not pleased with the damage that I took, but I don't think we're gonna die. We missed the Hush fight by 15 seconds, which is sad. We will take Synth Oil. I'm gonna head down to the next floor and just get a clean start. A lot of bad memories on the Womb 2 there. So we've basically made it impossible for us to compete for like the very top spots on the leaderboard. Just a little bit too slow. And the damage is going to be bad. But this is the floor where now we start worrying about swag bonus. So, in particular, bombs need to be doubled. This is a full-on decision that I'm pretty much making exclusively for points. But yeah, bombs need to be doubled. Sure, we could double that trinket endlessly. I don't think that does shit for us, though. There we go. So we start doubling that. If we can get that up to 99 bombs, which might... Oh, it's so far away right now, isn't it? But, with the power of exponentials, we should be having a theoretical chance to make that happen, at least. And that'll give us an extra 5 grand. And then if we find a... Oh, yeah, don't double that one, you dummy. If we find a self-sacrifice room, We just need... Oh, yeah, don't... Why aren't you doubling the ones that you should be doubling? Okay, don't get too committed to the one that you already started doubling, you dingo. My whole math game is falling off here. If we can find a self-sacrifice room, that's our ticket to maybe having a better chance at a decent rank. Like, top 200 maybe. But I will admit there's some mistakes that I've made here. 2 of diamonds is, unfortunately, basically worthless for us. Now, Guppy is awesome. We'll go full-on self-sacrifice room with Guppy's paw there. We're not quite full Guppy, but Guppy's paw is what I meant to say. And I should be doubling again. I'm wasting my doubles, man. Kind of getting ahead of myself here. We shouldn't double this one, because we were already doing fine with our setup there. We found our secret room. We should definitely go to our mob trap room now. Be smart, though. Take this from 2 to 4, and then go get the bomb and take it from 4 to 8. We could be... Well, we probably wouldn't be at 16. We'd be getting there. Alright. And now we have enough HP to definitely handle the self-sacrifice room, as long as we don't totally shit the bed on the rest of this run. Guppy, Guppy, Guppy. No, 2 spirit hearts, though. Please don't invest your life savings into creating a fish stick focused restaurant. That's one of those things where even if you have a good idea, like, I think every Canadian who loves poutine has had a discussion of like, yo, we should just start opening poutine restaurants in America. I don't think you want to do that. I think you want, and now it's starting. Like, there's some that have already opened in America. Maybe now's the time to get into it. But as much as I romanticize that idea of bringing that beautiful French-Canadian delicacy to the United States of America and a much larger audience, I think that you gotta let somebody else lose all their money on that first. You know, let somebody else take the risk, and then once it's already established, just go there with a better poutine. I'm sorry, it's business, man. I'm not saying you should just shit on the person that you know, broke into the market. They're gonna have a huge competitive advantage by being the first ones out there. But at the same time, you know, make sure that the audience is there before you go all in, is my suggestion. But I'm not much of a risk taker for the most part, honestly. Except in Isaac, where that's, you know, my thing, I guess. What do you think? You think there's a self-sacrifice room here? Looking at that 45,000 score from Europa, there's like a 15,000 max bonus for swag. And the swag bonus is, I think, like, HP plus money plus bombs plus keys or something like that. Maybe the HP doesn't count in it, but we're going to be able to get a double high enough to get to 99 bombs, I think. So that's why, if you're wondering why I'm not going back with the battery immediately, kind of want to do some exploration first and see if perhaps there's a self-sacrifice room on this floor. Apart from that, I guess we could use some of our 99 bombs. No, you know what? I was just going to say we could try to find like an AWAS rune, but that definitely is not going to work for us because an AWAS rune on Shoal is not going to do anything. Maybe you could find us like a black market, but it's not going to do anything else. We also will not have a deal with the devil here. So I guess we're really just banking on a self-sacrifice room showing up. Which still could happen. And still could happen, even, to this very day. If not, though, I think I can still be relatively happy with this run. If the only thing that really held me back from getting a truly great score was not being able to fight the Hush, by being 15 seconds away from the proper time to fight the Hush, that's still pretty good. Like, how can I be mad about that, right? I could leave my head held high there. But we're definitely not going to get to 45,000. I think it's one of those things where if I'd known in advance that it was just the right call to go a little faster, then that would have been great for me. But apart from that, no big deal. So I think this is 64 bombs, which is not going to quite take us to 99, but it's going to take us close enough that I don't really want to backtrack for another battery. 64 plus, I think we had 24, so we're looking at like 88 bombs, 90, okay. Maybe we picked up some more consumable bombs on the way there. Yeah, we got 99, 90, 99. there you go. 92 now. I don't think there's anything that can really help us here. Oh, we totally should have just Yarrowed one more time. I'm gonna celebrate. Oh, yeah. Alright, we got the dancing. I'm also gonna use some of these bombs, like, immediately. This is not a disappointing daily, but in a way, it kind of teased me a little bit, but never really put the whole thing in, right? Like, we got Brimstone, but our damage never really balled, and we didn't really get absurd, out of control tier effects or anything like that. And then we got 2 Guppy items that were both, one of them at least, Guppy's Paw, was pretty useful, but the other one was just like, you know, hey, you got a good chance to become Guppy, and then we didn't become Guppy, and, you know, hey, you know, you're in to fight the Hush, and then we were 15 seconds too shy. This run is just like, it was fun, but there is a slight degree of wasted potential here for sure. But we still performed relatively well. I think that was a run where a lot of people are going to miss the Hush. We still finished 609th. What's the matter? Couldn't you remove the middle digit? All things considered, I'm relatively okay with this. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.